Solving a problem is one of the key elements of design, as well as having a pleasing thing to look at. If you can tie the two of those together, that's pretty much a perfect design. Hi, my name is Chris Araujo. We're at Columbia Sportswear, and I am a backpack designer. Well, a backpack always has back straps, a haul loop so you can tote your bag around, zippers for entry into the backpack, the fabric that you make it out of, and then the stitching that attaches all the pieces together. Here you can see it broken down into all of its parts, which is called the pattern. The easiest one to identify is probably that front panel. Then you got your zipper, just sewn into these two side panels, which are located here and here. Flip around to the back, you got the molded back plate. The trick is to be able to take a bunch of separate parts like these are and create an overall form. Each of these parts, in order to create the end product, has to have individual dimensions. This particular panel starts at 9 1/4, dropping down to 6 1/2 inches, 1 1/2 to 6 3/4 of an inch. The overall dimension of the bag is what creates the internal volume. Volume is a simple measurement, height by width by depth. The bigger the bags, it seems, the better. So more books, more food, or more clothing that you can pack inside the bag. Math and geometry are extremely important to understand how, if you're out by 1/2 inch, what change does that do to your overall design? Because you can't design a great product without it working right. You can design the exterior, make it cool looking and everything, but it also has to function well. If it's too thick, it encroaches too much upon the neck. If it's too thin, it puts too much pressure on the shoulder blade. So having the right measurement for that strap is crucial for comfort. Across all fields of design, you start out with ideation. You can just draw some basic shapes at first. It's whatever pops into your head. It's a very creative process. We can put an arc in there. You never get it right on the first try. You might get a little piece of something that you like. So your ideation is kind of your first creative idea or the first thought of the end product. From there, we usually pick a couple of our favorites, and that gets developed further into more advanced sketches that are more detail-oriented. Those sketches then get translated onto the computer. The dimensions are laid out, everything from zipper placement to logo placement. This drawing is the only thing that really communicates what that design is going to be. We specify what colors. The factory gets that blueprint and then makes a prototype bag. The prototype is the first bag with that particular design. Then after it comes back and we see a physical bag, we review that prototype, make any changes to the drawings. Then it would go through a second prototype or even a third prototype until we end up with a final result which everybody's happy in the group with. The design process is universal. You're coming up with the creative ideas behind the product. You can design anything from footwear to backpacks to watches. It's all the same process. So if you have a pen and a napkin and have a good idea, you're a designer. You can come up with that. And my job is to create those ideas every day.